Morning, everyone. Well, that was a rough night here in Parsons, Tennessee. But we made it through. We had high winds, thunderstorm warnings, tornado warnings and watches. I think it kind of started maybe 1:30ish. Yeah. Alerts on the phones going off and weather radio alerts going off. Being from Florida, I have a firm grasp on the power of weather. And even though I'm a faithful woman, I have faith. My humanness just takes me over. So, but we made it through. I spent about an hour in the bathroom of our tiny house. Yeah, that's right, in the bathroom. I don't know how much good it really did, but I laid there. I actually fell asleep on the floor in the bathroom. So that's the center of the house with a small window. So that was my choice. Where was I going to go? 1:30 in the morning. My husband was like, I'm still right here. So I did. Man doesn't have a worry bone in his body, I think. But it's still looking kind of ominous out here. Generator's gone. Freezers work. We still have no power. Power went down at 1:30. And as you know, we got full freezers. So generator's on, and we have more backup propane tanks. So that's all good. No flying debris. These two pieces of metal were out here. We forgot about them. So just that one fell over. Chicken tractor looks all right. It wasn't a ton of rain. Not like earlier in the week we had tons of rain. But don't see any major trees down. So well, I would have to say we don't have any damage. Chickens seem okay, don't you, chickens? They were cooped up literally yesterday, all day. Because we did have to make a trip into town. So they're eagerly awaiting a little bit of freedom. I'm not going to let them free range. I think the time of free ranging is past. So let's let these girls out and clean up somebody who's been doing their business in the coop. This girl is like, look at her. And then there's another one that's correct. And no, we don't have a rooster. So if anybody's got any opinion about any of this, let me know. She don't like me in film. You're not the star type, right? You're not the star type. Fine. Be that way. It's not really using this dust bath like they would. Like, you know, they'll go back under there. So I think I'm just gonna take it out of here. Let's see. Wow, a whole bunch of eggs and a whole bunch of crap. How lovely is that? Ooh, we did lose our. It blew up. We had a cover over on that side because we did have a birder coop over there. Now, aren't you the naughty ones? Naughty, naughty, naughty. We've been in the boxes. Not cool, not cool. Of course, you know, these two are nice and clean and dry and nobody's using them. Okay. All right, let's have a talk now. What am I going to do with you guys? I was telling Carrie we're probably going to have to do another order of egg layers coming up here soon because the black Australops are at least a year old. Some of them are really fat.
I mean, some of them look like somebody beat up on them. Don't you? What do you guys say for that? Leave in your head. You poor girl. You poor girl. Don't film me. I don't want to be filmed.
Don't know how long it's going to be before the electricity comes back on, so can't get a hold of the electric company. Oh, relying on the grid, right? So I just have finally been able to look and see what's going on in other areas from storm warnings and damage and wow. I want to praise God for protecting us. I want to make sure that all of you know that you're in our prayers in the homesteading community, outside the homesteading community. Hunker down, get right with God, say some prayers. It'll get you through. We hope that you all are safe. We hope that you all receive the grace and the mercy that you need in this time. Please know again, we are thinking about you. Our main thing here is going to be just making sure that our meat stays good, that we worked hard to process. And Carrie has now arrived home safely. Yay! So onward and upward for the propane hunt.
Well, we're going to go drive an hour so we can get some propane for the generator, because most places around here have no power, so they cannot fill our propane tanks up. The closer of the two places isn't answering their phones, so we're not interested in driving a half an hour the one way to see if they are actually open and running. So we're going to drive the hour the way that we know that they're actually there, which is the opposite direction. In the meantime, it's a right chilly day. It was supposed to warm up, but it's only about 50. And we're off to the races. Got our 2 propane tanks that we have. We have 4. One is on the water heater and it's full. So I just put it on like last week. So I don't want to take it off and try and take it and fill it. That would be our emergency tank if we run out of propane for the rest of the generator. I would be willing to take the one off the water heater and just not have hot water, as opposed to not having power. We also have a 30 pound and 2 20s. So the 120 pounder is on the generator.
Whoop. That was a rotten tree and almost on the road. Sorry, guys.
So we have a 20 pounder and a 30 pounder that we're taking with us to get refilled. And we may end up buying another one that'll be solely for the generator. The 20 pounders will last overnight.
The battery is dying. Oh no.
30 pounder will last most of it, almost 24 hours. The last time the power was out this bad, we were out for
a week and a half. Oh my God.
That was
7 days.
A lot of propane.
And we didn't have 2 freezers going then. We only had 1.
Correct. But now we have 2 freezers full of meat. We're not willing to let it go. So I guess we'll have to plug plug it in as we're driving down the road. So I guess we'll talk to you later.
I'll give you a little scenic. We do live in a beautiful place.
Yes, we do. So if you see the farm over here on the right, she's going to pan over to the right. When we get past the house, you'll see that the white fence in front down the hill right there. It has been completely covered with water the last time it flooded here last February.
100-year flood.
You couldn't even see that fence. It was all bottlenecked here at this, and the field across the street was flooded too.
But thankfully, that was not what this storm was all about. It was about wind, it was about lightning, tornadoes, obviously power outages. Everybody's pulling a trailer. Gee, I wonder why. Because everybody's got something to clean up, or something to pick up, or something to something. Tennessee River. Heading over the bridge to Savannah.
That's Savannah, Tennessee, as opposed to any other Savannah.
Right.
There's plenty of them out there.
Hey y'all, so success, we got our propane tanks filled. We went to Walmart and got stuff that was on our list to get us through. And we are gassing up in Savannah before we head back, because all the pumps are out in our neck of the woods because of the power. So, another hour ride back to town, back to our house. So, such is the life. Until we get completely, I don't know, can you really be without, needing propane, without needing this, without needing that? Can you really be 100% that way? I guess that's a give and take thing. Kind of like we were starving to death, so I got pre-made chicken sandwiches from the Walmart deli, which is really bad, I'm sure, but as choices go, it was better than going through the drive-thru at McDonald's any day of the week. So, everybody's going crazy at the gas station. Like, there's no gas around, so. Anyway, but that's the deal.
Right here. Let me say hi. We're back at the homestead. It's a nice kind of dreary day. Thought we were going to have somebody over this afternoon to look at doing some work for us, but he's got generator problems, which I'm sure you can hear our generator in the background as it's running way over here. We have 50 pounds and a half a tank of propane. Should last us another day and a half. Let the chickens out, let them run around before it gets cold, because it's going to drop down into the 30s again overnight. When it was like 70 degrees yesterday. Welcome to Tennessee. No, it's not Bernice. I need to get that tarp down before it just disintegrates. But I think I'm done for the day. Last night's dinner didn't sit with me very well, so I'm not feeling so great. But we have the chicken feed and the chicken feeder. Big red Ace barrel full of chicken feed. And the grit bowl. And over there is their sand pile, and our water has so far so good. We wrapped it with heat tape, plugged it in. It's got a heater going inside. I would like to cover that before it gets seriously rained again. But the nipples don't freeze. I've ran the tape all the way down and around. Yeah, sorry, I'm not crawling down underneath there today. But there's a piece of, I'll step in now. There's a piece of PVC pipe that runs underneath this. You can see the little red nipples sticking down. So far, even with the freezing we've had, with the heat tape and the heater and the water barrel itself, none of that's frozen up. And, meantime, time to go in and get cleaned up and call it a day. So thanks for visiting. Thanks for hanging out with us. Hope you have a blessed day, and keep praying our power comes back on. In the meantime, thanks for visiting the homestead.